Welcome back to DVC Weekly. This is episode 151, and this is December 27th, 2023, the last episode of 2023. My name is Jason Oberling.
Got very serious. Yes.
I'm the broker of Buy and Sell DVC, and I'm here with Scott Ferrioli.
I'm the owner of DVC-Rental.com and Buy and Sell DVC.com.
So your 11-month window is going to be November 27th, 2024. That's the Wednesday before Thanksgiving of 2024. The 7-month window is July 27th, 2024. So be sure to plan your vacations accordingly. And usually DVC Rental is very busy once Christmas is over.
Yes.
So start booking those reservations and look for, make your requests, look for the confirmed reservations, everything, right?
Yep, absolutely.
Any tips you want to give them?
Nope. I would just say try to be patient. A lot of times, January, February, we typically get really busy right after Christmas, and then it lasts for a couple months. So January, February, I don't know, if eventually we're going to be running short on some points. Like a lot of times we'll have a run on one resort. We'll sell out a beach club or we'll sell out a Polynesian. All I can say is if you really only want to stay at that one resort, try to just give us a little time to try to get some points in. Or if you're able to be flexible and choose somewhere else, that's great. Again, it hasn't happened yet, but just from past experience, I know that could be coming up in the future. We'll see.
And on the DVC buy and sell side of things, really, we just want to, we're just wrapping up the year. We want to say thanks to all of our clients out there, all the buyers and sellers who continue to trust us, use us for their transactions, recommend us to their friends. I love that we get to help so many people either purchase into DVC and begin creating their DVC memories with their families. And we get to help those that have had their DVC memories and now they decide they need to sell their DVC. Need to have a safe and happy new year. And, again, I feel like things every year, they get smoother and smoother if you're looking to buy or you're looking to sell. So that's great news for everybody out there. So, if this is the year for you to take the plunge on purchasing, it should be smoother than it was, 3, 4, 5 years ago. If you're looking to sell, the transaction should be smoother than in the past, which to me, that's all, it's good news for everybody. So
when I started the rental company, you couldn't even check availability online. So, people would come in there and put in requests with us. We would have to call DVC on the phone, have them check availability and say thank you very much. And then get back to the people and say, yes, these rooms are, here's what's available for your dates.
Wow.
And then over the years, then they had it availability online, so we would be able to check for you. And now we've got it integrated with our system where you're able to check yourself online by clicking the check availability tool. So things have progressed and gotten better over the years. I feel like I'm in carousel of progress. Things have gotten better. Things are great now. We'll see what happens next.
And now we're on to the food of the week. This is the last food review of the year. I'm sure it's something very healthy going in to the new year, but maybe not.
It's healthier. It's healthier, but yeah, Ty roll the picture and stuff.
Come here, I'm gonna eat you! Get in my belly!
So while I did go healthier, we are at Big River Grill Brewing Works at Disney's Boardwalk, which is a restaurant I really, really enjoy. And I try to go not too far outside my comfort zone. Normally I get the Cobb salad there, which I think is really good. Today, I'm doing a review on the California chicken for $15.50. It was grilled chicken, Swiss cheese, guacamole, lettuce, tomato, and ranch served with kettle chips. For the record, their kettle chips are always fantastic, and you dip them in the ranch, really, really good. For the sandwich itself, I thought...
I'm going to remember that one. If I do that 6 months from now, you deny it.
I'm like, I don't know what you're talking about, Jason. It must have been the same day we did the s'mores back in 1942. But the bread was, I thought, a little too thick on the sandwich. Super, super messy. You had to eat it with a fork and knife. Also, surprisingly, it didn't have a lot of taste to it. Like the chicken really wasn't very seasoned. It was just kind of plain and wet with the guacamole. It wasn't bad by any means, but I mean, it was nothing memorable. And truthfully, I wouldn't get it again. So we're going out really strong here at our last show of the year, and it's getting a whopping 6.3.
That's not good because, I mean, if you read it, that sounds like it would be amazing.
It looks good, yeah, exactly. Something on the healthier side, but you're going to need the chicken, Swiss guacamole, plus some little ranch on there. It was just like falling apart. Like the bread you try to eat, the bread was falling apart. It was just a complete mess. I had to eat with a fork and knife, and it was just kind of mushy and just, yeah, it was not the best thing.
And now we're on to the DVC-rental side of things.
So on the DVC side, we're ending the year with the top 5 tips for first-time DVC renters. First one, and the most important one, is always research reputable brokers. So look for reputable DVC point rental brokers and consider renting from DVC members. I can honestly tell you, I mean, this is not a lie, since the pandemic, there have been a lot more scammers out there. We see them constantly on Facebook. We're seeing them in other groups. We run the Disney Vacation Club resales DVC page. We are constantly removing people when they get reported that they're a scammer. We have a lot of people who are really, really great in our community who will sit there and let me know that this person tried to scam somebody in another group. So almost all the time, we're able to get them out before they even interact with somebody in our group. But I mean, there are a lot more scammers out there. So definitely search somebody reputable and definitely consider DVC-Rental.com. I run it. We've been running it for the past 13 years. Go with somebody reputable. There are others out there, but we try to be the best. Number 2 is plan well in advance. DVC resorts do sell out quickly. So if you're able to book before the 7-month window, that's helpful. Owners can book their home resorts up to 11 months out, and then they can switch resorts at 7 months out. So if you're looking for something that's harder to get, if you're able to book it more than 7 months in advance, so that way we can use one of the owners at that resort to book it for you before it opens up to everybody and the availability dwindles. Understand the
booking window.
I'm reading.
Okay.
I see. I just went into that one as well. It says understand the booking window, which is exactly what I had just said about, DVC members can book their home resort at 11 months in advance. I went too far because I combined the plan well in advance with understanding the window. So I covered both of them right there. But again, try to book more than 7 months out. We understand that sometimes you can't book more than 7 months out, but you'll always have the best options and best choices of availability if you're able to stay closer to the 11-month window and more than the 7-month window.
For yourself, mentally, do you plan in advance? Like, do you already know what you might possibly do summer of 2025?
We have, not with Disney, again, because we live local, we're not staying at the resorts like we used to stay. So like right now, I've got vacations planned out through 2025 pretty much. Like I already know a bunch of stuff we've got going for next year and something we're hoping to do in 2025. So I am planning.
For spring break or for summer?
For summer 2025. I don't have spring break 2025 planned out yet, but there is something I'd like to do for summer 20. We'd like to possibly go back to Italy again. We loved Italy so much that we would like to possibly do a cruise and go and check out some more places in Italy. So we're thinking maybe that's 2025. That will be my wife and my 20th wedding anniversary.
Oh, wow. Congrats.
So we're planning that out. Familiarize yourself with the points charts. I mean, you can go to our point. You can go to the points charts page. We do have a little link for, I should say, we have a point calculator. You can look at the point calculator, put in your dates, it'll calculate every single resort for you, show you points and show you prices with the little toggle switch to toggle between the two. Or if you go to our check availability page, it'll automatically just calculate the total price for everything for you. So just make sure you understand, or what's really good about that, and it's going to lead into the next one. If you go to the points charts, there's a point calculator, and then under renters, there's something called points charts, and you can pull up, it'll show you exactly what the seasons are, what dates are certain points and stuff. And I'm leading to that, which says consider the shoulder season. So if you're thinking of going in like June, and the points go up in June, maybe consider trying to get some of it into May where the points are a little bit cheaper. Or if you try to consider around the peak times, try to get on those sides where the points will give you more bang for the buck. So consider the shoulder seasons as well, not just the peak time, either side. Like again, if you're thinking going in the summer and you want one last trip before your kids go back to school on September 10th, instead of booking it in July and August, maybe consider early September because the points drop down dramatically from August and July to September. So consider right around the shoulders of when the peak season is. Just a thought to consider for your New Year's.
And let me ask you, so going into 2024, do you have, like some people are, they run marathons or...
I'm not running any marathons.
Do you have like a fitness thing that you rely on each year, or it's just... You're big walkers.
Yes.
So is that
my weight's always tough. It's like I dropped 90 pounds and then I put back on about 60. So now I've taken off another 20. I'm trying to get back down, but it's mostly just eating healthier, trying to be more active. My wife and I go for 5-mile walks every morning before starting the day. So it's just trying to stay active. And a lot of times, like especially on a weekend, we're still doing the 5-mile walks on the mornings. And then we'll be like, hey, why don't we take the kids to a park, or we'll take the kids to one of the malls around here just to try to get some extra steps in. So it's mostly just to keep working on myself and try to lose some more weight and, get back to things. I had started growing the beard to hide some of the chins. I'm hoping that, in a couple of weeks, maybe the beard comes off because I've, lost a little more weight and, a couple of the chins have disappeared. So I'm doing my best. This guy doesn't have to do anything. He's built like, this guy's a machine, the Nutella eating machine. And then also, I didn't get the notice that today was a dress down day. He's all party casual. It's it's Christmas, it's New Year's. I'm still sitting here wearing my button-down shirt, and he's ready to go party after this. He's going to make s'mores and probably drive down to Vero and swim 30 miles with the sharks just to tempt his manliness. I don't know what he's doing.
I don't know. I just thought it was an interesting topic because going into the new year, there's always again, I'm not trying to completely, but it's like there's so many trends. Like it was I feel like there was a trend of CrossFit was like the huge thing.
Yes.
And then there was a trend of Orange Theory. And again, I don't know where I'm assuming these are not at their peak of popularity. And then it was Peloton.
Yes.
Yes.
I don't know what it is right now.
That's what I was wondering.
We have a lot of friends in the EdCot group, which you're familiar with. EdCot is the dub community. It's the Experimental Dubs Community of Tomorrow. That's one of the Facebook pages run by Chris Malick. And a lot of our friends are in that group. And I know a lot of us are all trying to lose weight. There's some of us who are taking shots. There are some of us, to lose weight.
Vodka or?
Yes, vodka shots to lose weight. They're taking shots to lose weight. Other ones, like Malick's always walking and doing stuff. We have I know Cassandra was doing some kickboxing stuff and some special diet plan. It was a name of one that I had never heard of before. I don't know the name offhand, but she's working on something. Essentially, it's lower carbs and lower sugar. It's not like it's probably a little similar to like an Atkins or a South Beach diet, where lower carbs, lower sugar, more lean meats. And so everybody's kind of doing their different things. I think there's a lot of people in the group who are all trying to lose weight. We're doing a lot of walking. I know Cassandra, I think, is doing the elliptical. I think a couple of guys are doing the steppers. Everybody's trying different things to all try to get towards the same goal, though. So I don't know if there's one thing that everyone's this is the hot item.
Right.
Everybody's trying to sit there and just find it. Everyone wants to find out what you're doing.
Dude, that's the Murph challenge.
Is that how you get like this?
That's the Murph challenge.
So I just wear the shirt and then I can be nice and ripped.
I've completed a Murph challenge at least one every year since 2015. That's one.
That's not what gets you like this, though.
No, but
one day of beating yourself up.
If you're not familiar with the Murph challenge, it's from Michael Murphy, Operation Red Rings. There's a movie, Lone Survivor, stars Mark Wahlberg. But you run a mile, and of course you don't have to. You could sprint the mile, you could walk the mile, you can jog the mile.
Slowly walk my mile.
Slowly walk the mile.
Perfect.
Do 100 pull-ups.
See, now we're in trouble.
Okay, so it's 100 pull-ups, 200 push-ups, 300 squats. I'll come back to that in a second. And then you finish by running a mile. And again, you can walk the mile, sprint the mile. But
where did the s'mores fit in there?
So yes, 100 pull-ups, 200 push-ups, and 300 squats. That sounds like an enormous task.
How many days do I have to do this? You do this all in 2 hours, though, right?
Yeah, well, usually less than an hour. But you
run 2 miles, do the pull-ups, the squats, and the push-ups.
Well, there's kids
all less than an hour.
There's kids that are 24 that do it in 24 minutes.
You're not a
24 minutes.
You're not a 24-year-old kid.
But you break.
That's crazy.
But you break it up. So you do.
1 month I do this, and the next month I'll do this.
You do 20 sets of 5 pull-ups, 10 push-ups, 15 squats, and that completes the 100, 200, 300. Those 20 sets.
Okay.
And you can break it up however you want. Some people break it up, they do 33 sets of 3, 6, and 9. The last set maybe a different number. But you can break it up however you like. That's But again, like you say, there's some people that do marathons. There's some people that do. But and then I forgot one trend back to like 2004 was P90X. Everybody knows that. I mean,
There's always something hot and new.
Yeah, I don't know what the new trend is.
I don't know either. I've just been working on trying to eat better and get some exercise in, and it slowly works for me. I'm sure maybe if I did something newer or trendier, it might work more. Again, I take 5-mile walks. They're walks. I'm sure if I was jogging, which I really can't do 5 miles jogging, if I was jogging, I'm sure that would lose the weight faster. And anything getting your heart really pumping is going to help you lose the weight faster. But
I mean, I would try the cookies with the Nutella.
yeah, that's going to get my heart pumping fast, all right. Literally till it explodes.
So if there is a latest fitness trend,
yeah, let us know.
Let us know what it is, because
we're old fogies. We don't know what's
I don't know
what's
what
popular.
the trend
What
is,
the kids think it's hip.
I mean, between 2019 and 2022, I felt like you were bombarded with Peloton,
Yes.
and I don't know what's going on with that. I don't know if they're starting to show up at.
I know Ty has a Peloton.
Oh, he does?
And Ashley, yes.
Oh, wow. I did not know this. So we should have had we should have had him in here to see what the feedback is on that.
I don't know if he's hopped on it yet, though. I know Ashley, his wife, uses it.
Gotcha.
Used it. I'm not sure, but I don't think Ty. He's never been on it. We're getting info right now. Breaking news: Ty has not been on the Peloton yet. Ashley does it quite a bit, though.
Nice. So there you go. Another happy Peloton customer, survivor, whatever you call him.
Survivor.
So, but the marathons are still very popular
Yes.
with Disney. So they, 5K, 10K, half marathon, full marathon.
Yep.
So those are still big. So
I will not be doing those in 2024.
yeah, I don't do any. I don't do those.
They're too slow for you.
I don't do
Not
that.
hard enough for Jason.
No.
If anybody has seen the story of him doing the
Stop,
pull-ups
no
without
one's
his shirt
seen
on,
this.
comment in
Stop.
there. His story he's just ripping out bare-chested pull-ups. It's
Stop. So
like he's the Russian president showing off for everybody.
So we hope that you have your goals set in place for 2024. If you're looking to rent points, you need to rent out a reservation, you need to buy points, sell your property. We're here for you, and have a safe and happy New Year.
We need to get you bare-chested on horseback. I think that might help out with some. We'll get some more viewers like that. Maybe it'll work out. Most of the people who follow us are female, so there's a chance that getting you riding horseback, bare-chested, maybe with like a long flowing Fabio wig or something. That'd be kind of cool. Thank you so much for watching. I'm sorry if I embarrassed Jason, and I hope we didn't ruin your new year.
We'll see you next week.
Happy New Year, everybody.
Next year, next week.
Yep, exactly.
There you go.
Hope everybody stays safe.
Thanks.